Hello everyone, welcome to this on Design Review. This course will aim to demonstrate how Design Review's key features and functionality can help enhance and improve Design Review workflow. Design Review is a free software from Autodesk that allows you to view DWFs or DWIF files. DWF is a secure file format developed for the efficient communication of design-rich data. It facilitates viewing, review, and print of design files. There are three main benefits for using DWFs or DWIF files. DWF are highly compressed, which makes it easy and faster to transmit design files. They also retain useful metadata, and you can limit the specific data that you want to share with others, making it more secured. So let's get started and start design review. The technology around DWF hasn't changed. The most current version of Design Review is still 2013. The interface resembles most Autodesk products. You've got the application button on the upper left corner. You've got the quick access toolbars at the top. Below it is the ribbon, which contains four main uh, tabs, namely Home, Markup and Measure, Tools, and Resources. On the left-hand side, you've got the several palettes. You get the list view, thumbnails, markups, and model. To the right, you've got the main canvas where you'll be spending most of your time. So let's open up a DWF file. To do that, click on the application button, click open, browse through the file, and then click open. You can open two files at the same time. This is very handy when you're trying to cross-reference drawings. To do that, simply click on the thumbnail palette and drag and drop the file into the palette. You can organize your drawings as thumbnails, or you can view them as in a list view. You can drag the sheets up or down, or you can rename them uh, as you wish. To select the sheet, just click on the name of the sheet and it will open it up on the main canvas. Navigating through the sheets is very easy. Use your left mouse button, or hold down your middle mouse button to pan around the sheet. You can use your wheel to zoom in and out of the drawing. Now, DWF files are high-res files, so you can really close in on any part of the drawing easily. So you can view the exhaustive list of the drawing set in a convenient manner, and at the same time you can zoom in and out and pan through the entire sheet conveniently, uh, which makes it easier than say physically going through a pile of papers. Now, most of the time you'll be uh, spending your time on the markup and measure tab when you're reviewing drawings. So you've got a variety of options at your disposal. You've got the stamps and symbols group, which contains pre-custom stamps that you can use on your drawings, and some symbols. There's nothing loaded at the moment, but you can create them as you go. Now, one of the most important feature of Design Review is being able to measure your drawings straight onto the canvas. In order to do that, you've got a whole bunch of tools under the measure group. But first, you have to set up some settings in terms of units and scale. In order to do that, click on the drop-down menu, click on 2D units and scale. Under the 2D units and scale dialog box, we're gonna set up some settings. Under the drawing units, let's set it up to millimeters. Under display units, you've got length millimeters as the default units for length, and increase as the default units for angle. Under display precision, normally I set this to 0, and then under scale, most of the time you'll be using publish to scale, which sets the scale to whatever units the DWF file was published. So click OK. In order to get a dimension, click on the length tool, and it usually snaps into the drawing, just like in CAD. So it's very handy. You can see that the dimension is exactly the same as the DWF file from whatever package this DWF file was generated from. You can also take the area of any part of your drawing. To do that, just click on the different points, and when you're finished, hit escape, and it will give you the area. You can also get a running perimeter using the polyline tool. So you can get the running dimension of the perimeter of a certain areas of the drawing. Normally it's the line goes awry or skews, so in order to straighten up, just hold down the shift button, and it should straighten up the dimension. So this is very handy when you want to use DesignReview as a takeoff tool, just a rough takeoff of some elements of your drawing. And you can also get the angular dimension of objects in your drawing. To do that, simply draw 2 line segments. When you're finished, hit escape, and it will give you the angular dimension between those 2 line segments. So let's try a random angle. Say we've got a random angle like this. Hit escape, and it will give you the angular dimension for between those 2 line segments. Under the draw group, you've also got a lot of interesting tools. You can draw a revision cloud. Comes in 2 types. You got the rectangular one, and you've got the freeform revision cloud. You can also make text. You can use this freehand highlighter tool to highlight a few areas of the drawing. You can also use it as an aid when you're doing quantity takeoff. And there are also a whole bunch of a variety of call outs that you can use. Now, all these objects that I have shown you under the measure group, uh, draw group, and callout group are controlled in terms of their formatting under this tab. So for all the text properties, you've got all these three options. You can change the font size. Say if you highlight this text, you can change the font, just like any word processing software. You can change the color, and you can choose to make it bold or what have you. Now for all the line types of the object, uh, you've got these three uh, properties that you can change. You can change the thickness, the line thickness of the those objects, or you can also change the color. Up until now, I've shown you the different objects that you can use to mark up and review your drawings on DesignReview. But the real power of DesignReview really lies on its ability to embed additional information or metadata onto these objects. If you've noticed on the left-hand side under the markups palette, you can see that these objects have been organized onto the different sheets, and you can easily select all of these objects through the palette. And if you select one of these objects, you'll notice that you can add additional information to each one of them through the markup properties. Here you can change the label. Say you want to name this as a grid out setting. You can change the status of this object to either none for review, question, or done. You can lock this particular object, and most of all, you can add uh, specific notes to each of them. Let's say we want to verify this the grid out set out with the structural engineer. We can leave a note for the rest of the team. We can even add important notes such as whether if we want this urgently. And uh, an added feature of all this is that each time a changes is made, all of it are saved under the history. So it becomes this becomes a management tool for for everyone to facilitate all these changes. So if we change the status of this object to for review and save it, actually let's save it as a different file. I've been saving this in different test files previously. So let's save this as test03 and save. Close down the file and say, for instance, we pass this on to the person who is in charge of making those changes. Uh, he opens the file up. All of those notes regarding that object are going to get saved under the history. So the the previous note was or is to verify setup with structural engineer urgently needed tomorrow, and the status for that note was for review. So the next guy who opens this file could say should dimension setup has been changed to 4 4 meters, and we can change the status to done and save this file. So the next time, if you don't close the file, it retains that the note on the on that object. But as soon as you close down the file and reopen it, click on that object, the notes that were previously on that object gets pushed down to the history. So now that status, you can see under history that the status has been changed to done, and the note says its dimension setup has been changed to 4 meters. So there you go. In a nutshell, this is design review. I hope that this short presentation has given you a good overview of the software and how it can be a powerful design and management tool. It's as you can see, it's straightforward and easy, and most of all, it's free. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and thank you, and bye for now.